Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep today into this idea of designing your dream life.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's inspired by a video by Alex Hayne called Five Steps to Design Your Dream Life.
Awesome. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Have you?
Yeah,
Cool. So, I think we can all relate to like feeling stuck sometimes, you know, wanting more out of life, but
absolutely.
not really knowing where to begin.
For sure. And that's why I think this is such a cool topic for us to dive into today because it's really all about kind of taking those big ambitions and then actually figuring out how do we translate them into
Actionable steps.
yeah, like things we can
Yeah,
actually do.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, Alex's first step is all about having strong reasons to change.
Okay.
And he makes this point that it's not enough to just kind of want something.
Yeah.
You need that like driving force behind it.
You need that motivation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That intrinsic motivation.
Intrinsic motivation.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating about this to me is that it often takes a real sense of necessity to actually spark change. Oh,
You think about like the folks who have like these major health scares,
right.
like even heart attacks,
Oh, wow.
and they still go back to their old habit
Why is that?
because the intrinsic motivation wasn't there.
I see.
It's like that quote, change happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So for you listening right now, the question is like, what's your strong reason?
Yeah.
What's going to like fuel you
What's going to get you up in the morning?
exactly when things get tough?
Yeah, it makes me think of when you have a specific event you're training for.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're going to run a race or you're going to go on this big hike, it's so much easier to stick to
Yeah,
a workout plan or something
for sure.
because you have that
Bad line.
yeah, that
That
deadline.
of reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we found our why. We have that fire under us.
Okay.
What's the next step?
All right. So the next step is all about vision.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
specifically, Alex talks about this like 3-year vision. Okay, 3 years out.
Yeah, and he suggests actually sitting down and writing out.
Oh, writing it down.
Yeah, what your ideal life looks like 3 years from now.
So this is where we get to like dream big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is where we get to really paint that picture.
Yeah.
And it's not just about vague wishes, right?
Yeah.
It's about making it really vivid, really detailed.
Like painting a picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the difference between saying oh, I want to be healthier
Yeah.
and actually writing down, I wake up feeling energized. I go for a morning run along the beach and I fuel my body with delicious home-cooked meals.
Wow. So like really specific.
Yes.
Almost like you're creating a movie trailer to
Exactly.
your dream life.
Yes. And, studies have actually shown that visualization can be a really powerful tool for achieving goals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when you vividly imagine yourself succeeding,
Yeah.
you're kind of priming your brain
Okay.
to actually take actions that are aligned with that vision. So it's almost like you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just through that act of visualization.
Awesome. Okay, so we have our strong why pushing us forward,
Yes.
and then we have this crystal clear vision
Yeah.
pulling us in.
Exactly.
How do we bridge that gap?
So that's where strategy comes in.
Okay.
This is step 3.
Step 3 strategy.
Yep.
Go for
And
it.
it's all about breaking down that big inspiring vision into actionable steps.
Oh, okay. So like,
He uses this great example from his own life of building his business,
okay.
his modern health monk business,
Yeah.
while he was still working a full-time job.
Oh, wow. So he was like living the dream, but also still had this like
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Exactly. And he had this big vision for what he wanted to create, but he knew it wasn't going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
So he had to strategize.
So it's not enough to just dream big. We have to like figure out the how.
Exactly.
Okay.
The concrete steps that will get us there. So in his case, his strategy involved creating a content calendar, learning about online marketing, and then setting aside specific times each day
Oh, wow.
to work on his business.
So it's like creating a roadmap
Exactly.
for your vision.
Yeah.
For your goals.
Like planning a road trip. You're not just going to get in the car and start driving.
Exactly.
You need to know where you're going.
You got to plan that route out.
Yeah, make sure you have enough gas.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like with a road trip, there might be detours or unexpected obstacles along the way.
Of course, yeah.
But having a clear strategy helps you kind of stay on track.
Stay focused.
Yeah, and make adjustments as needed.
Makes sense. So we have our why, we have our vision, and we have our strategy.
Yeah.
What keeps us going every single day.
Okay, so that's where daily rituals come in.
Daily rituals.
This is step 4.
Step 4, okay.
And it's about weaving those actions from your strategy
Okay.
into your daily routine.
So like actually doing the things.
Exactly.
Not just thinking about them.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just planning,
But like actually doing them.
actually making them happen.
Got it.
Yeah, and think of them as those non-negotiables
Okay.
that move you closer to your dream life, even if it's just a small step each day.
Even if it's just a little tiny baby step.
Exactly.
Alex himself talks about how important rituals were for him, especially when he was building his business alongside his full-time job.
Right.
He's like, it wasn't always easy,
Yeah.
but those consistent actions, those small wins, they add up over time.
They do add up over time, and that's the key here.
Yeah.
It's not about making these huge leaps and bounds every single day.
Right.
It's about consistent progress, even if it's just like 15 minutes of focused action towards your goal.
Okay, 15 minutes.
Yeah, the power of compounding applies here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those seemingly small efforts, they accumulate over time and lead to significant results.
So it's like you don't even notice it at first, but then you look back and you're like, wow, I've actually come so far. Okay, so it's about finding those small wins,
Yes.
those daily actions that are aligned with our vision
Yeah.
and turning them into rituals.
And turning them into those habits, those things you do without even thinking.
What's like a good example of a daily ritual that could help someone move closer to their dream life?
So it really depends on the individual's goals, of course.
Okay.
But let's say your dream is to write a book.
Okay.
A powerful daily ritual could be as simple as like committing to writing for 30 minutes
Okay.
every morning before checking email or social media.
Oh, so before you get distracted by all the things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if your vision involves like improving your fitness, maybe it's a 20-minute workout.
Okay.
First thing when you wake up.
So like just getting it done before you could even think about it.
Exactly. The key is to make it specific, make it achievable,
Yeah.
and something you can stick to
And
consistently.
it feels good.
Yeah.
So it's like creating that positive momentum
Yeah, that sense of
that
progress.
keeps us going.
That keeps us motivated and moving forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what's fascinating about daily rituals
What's that?
is that they don't just help us achieve specific goals.
Right.
They also shape our identity.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, by consistently engaging in actions that are aligned with our values and aspirations,
Yeah.
we start to see ourselves differently.
We become the person we want to be.
We become writers, we become athletes,
Right.
we become entrepreneurs.
Whatever it is we're striving for.
It's like those small actions are not only building towards our goals, but also building towards the person we want to become.
Exactly. And that's a powerful shift in perspective because
Yeah.
when we see ourselves as capable and committed,
Yeah,
it fuels our motivation.
that does, yeah.
And it makes us more likely to stick with those daily rituals even when we face challenges.
So it's almost like those daily rituals become a part of who we are.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have our why, driving us, our vision, guiding us, our strategy, mapping out the path, and our daily rituals keeping us on track.
I like.
It sounds like a pretty solid plan, but is there anything else we need to consider?
There's one more crucial step in Alex's framework,
Okay.
and that's reflection.
Reflection.
It might seem simple,
Yeah.
but it's often overlooked.
Okay, so taking time to look back and see how far we've come.
It's more than just reminiscing.
Okay.
It's about actively analyzing your progress.
Like being honest with yourself
Exactly.
about what's working and what's not.
Yeah. Are your actions getting you closer to your vision?
Yeah. Are they actually moving the needle?
What's working?
Okay.
What needs to be adjusted?
So it's like a built-in feedback loop,
Exactly.
helping us stay on course and make course corrections as needed.
Exactly. And there are different ways to approach reflection.
Okay. How so?
You could do a quick daily check-in.
Okay.
Ask yourself, what went well today? What could I have done differently?
Okay, so like just a little quick check-in.
Yeah. Or you could have a more in-depth
Okay.
weekly or monthly review, looking at the bigger picture and identifying any patterns or areas that need more attention.
So different time frames can offer different insights,
Exactly.
like zooming in and out of a map.
Yeah, you get both the details and the big picture.
I like that analogy.
And you know what's fascinating is that research has shown that reflection can actually boost learning and performance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when we take the time to analyze our experiences,
Yeah.
we identify what worked, what didn't,
Right.
and why.
Okay.
That allows us to adjust our approach
Okay.
and make more informed decisions moving forward.
So reflection isn't just about looking back, it's also about looking forward,
Absolutely.
learning from our experiences,
Yeah.
and making adjustments
Yeah, exactly.
to our strategies and ritual.
It's about becoming more self-aware,
Okay.
understanding our strengths and weaknesses,
Yeah,
and constantly evolving and improving.
I like that. And that's really at the heart of designing our dream lives, isn't it?
It is.
It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves
Absolutely.
and creating a life that is truly fulfilling and aligned with our values.
And that feels good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It sounds like we've covered a lot of ground already,
we have.
but I'm sure there's even more to explore.
Yeah.
So we'll be back after a short break to dive even deeper into these 5 steps and uncover even more valuable insights from Alex Haynes' framework.
Sounds good. I'm excited to keep going. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about the importance of reflection, in Alex Haynes' framework.
Yeah, it's like having that personal coach
Oh, yeah.
in your back pocket just constantly.
Always there.
Yeah, giving you feedback,
Yeah.
helping you stay on track.
I like that analogy.
But what I thought was really interesting is how you mentioned that reflection isn't just about like analyzing the past.
Right.
It's also about looking forward
Yes.
and intentionally shaping our future.
It can be a really powerful tool for like clarifying your values and aspirations.
Oh, okay. So it's like almost having a conversation with your future self.
Yeah.
Getting clarity on what truly matters.
And speaking of clarity, Alex Hayne himself is like a great example
Yeah.
of how these 5 steps can really lead to
Yeah.
remarkable transformation.
He talks about like how different his life was before
Yeah.
he started intentionally designing it.
Like he never imagined
Yeah.
that he'd travel to over 60 countries,
Oh, wow.
write multiple books, become a doctor of acupuncture, build successful businesses.
Wow. It's kind of mind blowing when you think about it.
And like incorporate bachata dancing
Oh, wow.
into his life.
Like he really did it all.
He did it all.
It's like he unlocked a whole new level of possibility just by like applying these steps.
It really highlights how we often underestimate our own potential.
It's true.
We get so caught up
Yeah, in the day-to-day.
in the day-to-day,
Yeah.
and we forget that we actually have the power
We do.
to shape our own realities.
I love that.
Alex's story is like this reminder that we're capable of so much more
Yeah,
than we think.
so much more. It's like a message of hope
It is a message of hope
and empowerment.
and empowerment.
It's not about being superhuman.
No, it's not about being perfect.
It's about taking control,
Yeah, taking control.
designing a life that reflects our values.
Exactly. And our aspirations.
It's not about reaching some like perfect, unattainable ideal.
Right. It's about progress.
Progress, not perfection.
Not perfection.
Okay, I like that.
It's about embracing the journey with all of its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Knowing that even setbacks can be valuable learning opportunities.
So designing your dream life is not about reaching some predetermined destination.
I love it.
It's about evolving and growing along the way,
Yeah.
constantly learning and adapting as we move closer to our vision.
I think that's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
It's about enjoying the ride,
Yeah.
knowing that even detours can lead to
Yeah.
unexpected and amazing
Amazing
destinations.
Yeah.
So as you kind of embark on your own journey, remember to be patient with yourself.
Celebrate your wins. Learn from your setbacks.
And most importantly, enjoy the process.
Enjoy the process.
Yeah.
I love that. So as we delve deeper into Alex Haynes' framework,
Mhm.
what are some key takeaways that our listeners can apply right now?
One crucial takeaway is that designing your dream life goes beyond just setting goals.
Okay.
It's about aligning your actions with your values, creating a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling.
Okay, so it's not just about success on paper.
Exactly. It's about those internal shifts
Yeah.
that lead to lasting change.
Becoming the best version of ourselves,
Exactly.
so to speak.
And that often requires stepping outside our comfort zones,
Okay.
challenging limiting beliefs, and embracing new experiences.
Oh, so it's like becoming a lifelong learner,
Exactly.
constantly seeking knowledge, new skills, and perspectives
You'll love
that enrich our lives.
this journey of self-discovery and growth. It's ongoing.
There's no finish line.
There's no finish line.
Okay.
It's about continuous exploration
Yeah.
and evolution.
There's that quote, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a powerful reminder
it is. Yeah.
that we have the agency
Yeah.
to shape our lives,
Right.
making conscious choices.
We're not just victims of circumstance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about waiting for things to happen.
It's about making them happen.
It's about proactively taking action.
And that creation process isn't always easy.
It's going to be challenging.
There will be setbacks,
There will be setbacks,
moments of doubt.
moments of doubt.
Yeah, but those challenges, they test our resilience,
They do.
our determination, our
Yes.
commitment to our dreams.
And it's about remembering
Yeah.
that why that we talked about earlier
Yes.
and letting it fuel us
Yeah.
through those tougher times.
It's like those challenges are actually opportunities in disguise,
They are opportunities for growth,
pushing us to grow.
to become more resourceful.
Yeah.
The challenges we face often become our greatest teachers. They force us to dig deep, to tap into our inner strength.
To develop those skills and qualities
Yes.
that we need
To succeed.
to succeed in life.
Yeah. So it's not about avoiding challenges.
Okay.
It's about seeing them as opportunities
Opportunities for growth.
for growth and transformation.
What would you say to those listeners right now who are feeling stuck,
Oh, yeah.
discouraged,
Yeah.
overwhelmed by the thought of designing their dream life?
I would say take it one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Focus on the things that you can control
Yeah.
and trust the process.
Trust the process.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
You don't.
There are resources, communities, mentors out there to support you.
And there's power in sharing our own journeys,
Oh, tell me about it.
being open and vulnerable
Yes.
about our struggles and our triumphs.
It helps us connect with others.
It does.
It makes us feel less alone.
Yeah. And it empowers others to do the same.
Exactly.
And we create this ripple effect
Yes.
of positive change.
It's not just about creating our own dream lives.
It's about inspiring others.
It's about inspiring others to do the same.
Imagine a world where everyone feels empowered to live authentically, purposefully, and joyfully.
What a beautiful vision.
We all have the power to contribute to that
I do.
by embracing our unique gifts
Yeah.
and sharing them with the world.
It all comes back to that concept of interconnectedness,
Yeah,
which is so deeply rooted in our biology.
really.
Yeah. Our brains are wired for connection, empathy, and collaboration.
So it's not just like a feel-good sentiment.
It's not just a hippie idea.
It's like a biological imperative.
It's in our DNA.
Wow.
Oh,
And
my.
when we tap into that inherent capacity for connection,
Yeah.
we foster a sense of belonging and community,
Yes.
and we create the conditions for individual and collective flourishing.
Exactly.
Wow. So as we explore this concept of designing our dream lives, let's remember that it's not just about achieving personal goals.
Right.
It's about contributing
Yes.
to a world
To a world.
where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Absolutely. And remember this journey of creating a better world.
Yeah,
It starts with each and every one of us.
it does.
The choices we make,
Yes.
the actions we take,
Yeah,
the way we treat ourselves
yeah.
and others.
It sets the tone.
It
And
does.
for a brighter future.
It's about embracing our interconnectedness
Yeah,
and recognizing
recognizing
that we all have a role to play.
in creating a more just compassionate and sustainable world.
And what's exciting is that even small acts of kindness
Oh, yeah.
and compassion,
They can have a ripple effect,
they can.
creating a wave of positive change
I love
that extends far beyond ourselves.
So let's go out there.
I mean, those ripples of change.
Spread kindness.
Spread kindness.
Compassion and hope wherever we go.
Beautifully said. And remember, even when faced with challenges,
Yeah.
never underestimate
Never underestimate.
the power of your actions
Yeah.
to create a better world.
That's a powerful message.
It is.
To carry with us as we continue on this journey of designing our dream lives.
It is.
We'll be right back after a short break to wrap up our exploration of Alex Haynes' framework
Sounds good.
and leave you with some final inspiring thoughts. Welcome back to the show. Before the break, we were talking about the power of small actions and how they can create a ripple effect of positive change in the world.
It's like that quote by Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has.
It's so true. We don't have to wait for someone else to step up and fix things.
Right.
We can all be part of the solution starting right now with whatever we have.
And that idea of individual empowerment is really central to Alex Haynes' work as well.
Yeah, how so?
Well, he emphasizes that taking control of our lives and designing our own destinies, it's not just about like personal fulfillment.
Okay.
It's also about creating a world
Yeah.
that we genuinely want to live in.
So by living our best lives, we become examples for others. And that's how we inspire positive change.
Precisely. That's how that ripple effect gains momentum.
I see.
It starts with each of us taking responsibility for our own lives
Okay.
and then extending that outward
Yeah.
to make a difference in the world around us.
So it's not just about dreaming big, it's about acting on those dreams.
Yes, taking concrete steps that move us closer to the life we want and the world we want to see.
And the exciting thing is we have more tools and resources available to us now than ever before.
Oh, absolutely.
The internet, social media, online communities.
Yeah, it's
They
incredible.
all offer these incredible opportunities
Yeah.
to connect with like-minded people, share ideas, collaborate on projects.
It's amazing.
That can truly make a difference.
It's like we have this incredible collective power
We do.
at our fingertips.
Just waiting to be harnessed.
But to use it effectively, we need things like education, critical thinking skills,
Yeah.
media literacy.
Oh, so we need to be able to sift through all the noise.
Yes.
Separate fact from fiction.
Ex-
Make informed decisions about where we're putting our time and energy.
It's about becoming conscious consumers
Yeah.
of information.
And active participants in shaping the world.
And that brings us back to this idea of conscious living,
Okay.
which is another key theme in Alex Haynes' work.
Yeah.
He talks about the importance of mindfulness being present in each moment, making choices that align with our values.
So it's about intentionality.
Exactly.
Making choices that support our well-being and the well-being of others.
Not just reacting to whatever comes our way.
Being proactive.
Yes.
And that gives us the power to create a life that's truly meaningful and impactful.
It does.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today, let's remember that it's not just about checking off those goals on our list.
Right.
It's about contributing to a world that we can all be proud of.
And let's not forget that each of us has a role to play
We do.
in making that happen.
Yeah, even the smallest actions can make a difference.
Absolutely.
So let's go out there and be the change we want to see in the world.
Dream big.
Act boldly.
Never give up on creating a better future for ourselves and for generations to come.
That's beautiful. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep creating the world you want to live in.